Hey guys, welcome back to another Digimon Rearise video, and for some reason we got some news today, because usually it's the day before the clash ends, but apparently we just got news today randomly, which, by the way, the clash ends I think on Sunday, right, the Beelzemon one, and we got leaks, slash data mine from, thanks to Ryu, who actually did the data mining and stuff. That's very cool, and yeah, let's go over it. We finally got Rusttyrannomon on global. I think I was just talking about this earlier today in the video, right? But there we go, Rusttyrannomon, finally a banner Digimon that doesn't completely suck and is actually decent for Battle Park slash PvP, and also that I think that's our first um, electric type clash for DGVs, right? Which would only matter after the clash goes away, but still. Anyways, we are getting Rusttyrannomon. It is, however, a limited banner, so there's that as well. Just keep that in mind. The rates are whatever, but Rusttyrannomon again is a very decent unit to have, just in comparison to all the absolute garbage we've been getting the past few banners, right? Like Beelzemon and co, right? Beelzemon, Shine Gray, all that stuff, and we finally got something really good. Well, it's not. Okay, here's the thing. Rusttyrannomon isn't like insane good, but he's serviceable for the most part. Right? Right? I'd use Rusttyrannomon right now if I could pull him, obviously, which I will. I'll try my best to pull him. I think the banner comes out Sunday night, right? So I'll go ahead and spend my gems or slash rubies on him, but do keep in mind that even though Rusttyrannomon, great banner and all, I would probably save rubies. Not because, again, we're not pulling on Rusttyrannomon, and I'm not saying myself, just other players, free to play players. His banner's probably gonna be here more than a week, right? It's probably gonna be here for a while, so wait till the next banner drops, because do keep in mind, like, Christmas is just around the corner, and JP's been getting some pretty crazy stuff with Christmas, right? JP actually is getting a a step up banner, right? They're getting, well, this with a guaranteed the new devoted Lilithmon, and then obviously Shine Gray, RM, right? And then so we could potentially get a step up around Christmas as well, right? This is like their after Christmas banner, which doesn't make too much sense, since again they got what, Loosemon and Susanamon for Christmas, right? Christmas is a slightly bigger deal, in a lot of the other parts of the world in comparison to Japan, right? So we might get a really decent Christmas banner. So might be coming up next week, might be coming up the week after, right? It depends on when they want to when they want to drop it. So there could potentially be a decent banner, but again, Shine Gray is a good banner to summon on as well. I wouldn't say good banner, good Digimon to summon on. So and by the way, for those of you who don't know, this little mod is pretty cool. So again, before we get to Rusttyrannomon, let's just go over this little mod, because again, I want you guys to know how cool this thing is. So main skill, 340% damage to 2 enemies, which is a decent multiplier, and then 40% chance to poison 2 enemies, and then let all allies recover 1000 HP on every action. That's basically just Daemon's main skill, but times 2, and for the whole team. That's pretty nuts. And then the second skill is 50% for recovery for all allies HP, and then 130% for all enemies, which is this thing's just like a much better Pleasemon, and also immune from shock, paralysis, freezing, stun, and sleep, and evades attack. So, anyways, back to global, and Shine Greymon's not that great. It looks like, but Shine Greymon's not the guaranteed one, so you'll take the guaranteed one. Anyways, moving on. Let's talk about Rusttyranno. For those of you who still don't know what's up with Rusttyranno and why I am hyping Rusttyranno up so much. So here's the reason. Here are the stats. Stats, nothing too amazing. Has okayish power, and 27 speed is kind of standard for the decent speed dinos, or not dinos, Digimons, right? So, yeah, the thing is his skill. His main skill, 340% damage to 2 enemies, which is a lot of damage, right? It's only against 2, but it's still, you know, it's an okay-ish offensive move. Two two buffs of 2 enemies reduced for 3 turns. So, you know, whatever buff those enemies had on them, if it's, you know, if defensive buff from Hyandro or some kind of counter buff from any of the, you know, the passives or whatever, a crit buff, all of those get nullified completely for 3 turns. So, you know, if they're running a Wisemon team, you know, those 2 Digimon will get their tech buffs completely nullified. So that's pretty cool, right? And also decreases their defense by 20%, which makes them, you know, much more killable, obviously. And then the sub skill lowers block rate of 3 enemies by 20%, and then does 210% damage. This skill is not the greatest because, again, everyone's running Minervamon, almost everyone, and Minervamon's you know, a block down skill is just much better than Rusttyranno's, unfortunately. So yeah, if you're just going for, you know, block down, Minerva might be a better option, just because, you know, she hits more people with it, right? And then passive disables shock to all allies. That's Hyandro. That's Hyandro's S1. It's been super annoying. Hyandro's S1. It's just been like hitting everyone, you know. And then it's especially annoying when it comes in turn 1 and then just like shocks your whole team, or like 3 out of like 5 of your Digimon, or even 2 out of 5. That's still annoying. So it's nice to nullify shock, so we don't have to worry about Hyandro RNG anymore, right? So that's great for the most part. So overall, Rusttyrannomon's a really decent pull. Even if you're free to play, I would recommend pulling on the banner. But I would also recommend just waiting a bit. You know, wait till like the last day or whatever to pull him. Or, you know, if there's any leaks beforehand, right? Because, again, potentially we could be getting some pretty crazy banners soon, right? Because, like, before Seraphimon, look who, like, we still have. Like, so Beelzemon was the furthest we've gotten, aside from both Magnamon and Daemon, which were way ahead of us, right? Way ahead of their release date. So the ones before Beelzemon, after Rusttyranno, the only 2 left are Vikemon and Lotusmon, which both of them, Vikemon's not that great, Lotusmon's okay. But then after that, you get Seraphimon and Gaiamon. Seraphimon's not that great, Barbamon's not that great, Trubimon's not that great, but Gaiamon's a huge one, right? Ophanimon's a huge one. Alphamon's pretty big. Sleepmon's really big. Ulforce Futuremon's probably the biggest one here. Actually, it depends. Like, here's the thing about Ulforce Futuremon. Ulforce Futuremon isn't the strongest, but he's definitely the biggest, you know, meta changer, right? So they might drop one of these for Christmas, right? One or 2 if it's like a step up, right? Either Ophani, Alpha, Sleep, you know, maybe not Ulforce Future, but it's possible. Gaiamon, right? These are all possibilities. Maybe they'll do like a step up banner with Ophanimon, Cherubimon, and Seraphimon, just to fit the Christmas kind of theme, sorta, maybe, like, you know, the angel thing, right? Got all 3 angels in there. So that could be a possibility if they put Ophanimon on a banner. Oh my goodness, that would be really hype, right? These 2 aren't that great, but Ophanimon's absolutely busted. So again, do keep in mind, even though Rusttyrannomon is really good, and, you know, it's natural for folks to really want to pull for Rusttyrannomon, just because we just haven't really had a really good PvP Digimon aside from Magnemon, and again, Magnemon could be replaced by completely replaced by Gankumon, which is free. You know, just because we haven't had a really good Battle Park Digimon banner, it doesn't mean like Rusttyrannomon is like a must-have, but he's really decent. Again, not a must-have, but really decent. If you have like a lot of Lala, if you got a lot of Digirubies to spare, this is a decent banner to spend them on. If you know really want to spend your rubies, this is the obvious choice for a banner, right? If not, if you really want to save, if you're really afraid that they might drop Gaiamon, if they might drop Ophanimon, Alphamon soon, I'd probably save, but it's really up to you. Again, I think the optimal strategy here is just to wait until the last day before Rusttyrannomon's banner goes away. And if there's any better banners, then obviously you want to pull on the better banners. If not, then you could spend your gems on Rusttyrannomon. Or maybe, just spend, 1 or 2 multis on the banner and see what happens. If nothing happens, then wait. If nothing else then happens, then just pull on Rusttyrannomon's banner again. So, yeah, that's me for this one. Let me know what you guys think about Rusttyrannomon's banner in the comments down below if you guys are going to pull for it. I'm definitely going to be pulling for it, so stay tuned for that, which I think, again, is on, Sunday night. So, anyways, again, that's me for this one. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Like and enjoy this video. Subscribe to our new channel for some more Digimon Rearise content. Join our Discord or join our Digi-Guild if you still need a Digi-Guild for some reason. Or, or you could just join our Discord just to chat with, about Digimon Rearise stuff. And, again, thanks to Ryu for data mining all the info, as usual. And I'll see you guys in the next one.